All right, today we're diving into a simple but honestly life-changing secret that can help you clear your mind, get more done, and just live a more present life. Let's get right into it. So, let's kick things off with a question that I'm pretty sure hits home for all of us. Why does our mind get stuck on repeat? Replaying events, conversations, even old wins long after they're in the rearview mirror. Well, here's the thing. The real issue is that our minds aren't wired like the rest of our bodies. When your body's exhausted, it shuts down, it sleeps. But your mind doesn't really have that off switch. It often has no idea when to just close a chapter and move on. It just keeps on worrying. But what if I told you there's a powerful mental model that can basically give our minds that shutdown command? And it comes from one of the most productive inventors in all of history. Okay, check out this number. 1,249. What do you think that represents? It's not just some random figure. It is the absolute key to unlocking a more productive, forward-looking way of thinking. That's right. It's the record-breaking number of patents credited to Thomas Edison. I mean, that's just a staggering achievement that nobody has even come close to since. So how on earth did one person do so much? And a secret? Well, it's laid out perfectly in this quote. When someone asked him how he was so incredibly productive, this was his answer. He didn't sit around admiring his successes. He didn't dwell on his failures. The second one project was done, his entire focus snapped to the next assignment. He was always living in the future, not stuck in the past. And this brings us to a really crucial contrast. See, the stuck mindset is what happens to so many of us. We win our gold medal, we get the promotion, we finish a huge project, and we just sit there admiring it, reliving it. But the Edison mindset, it sees that medal as just one step on a much, much longer staircase. The mind is always active, always hungry for the next challenge. So which side of this chart do you find yourself on most of the time? Now, here's where this idea gets even bigger. This isn't just a personal productivity hack. It's a fundamental principle that scales up, like way up. You can actually see this same dynamic, choosing to move forward versus clinging to the past, at play in the health of an entire society. The core idea here is that you can pretty much measure how healthy a society is by looking at what it chooses to hold on to. And a society that's in decline, it's one that starts valuing things, prizes, status, stuff, more than it values its own people. I mean, think about it. It's this strange paradox we fall into, both as individuals and as a whole. We cherish our accomplishments, our possessions. We hold on to them so tightly. But relationships, people, we can be so quick to let those go. In a truly thriving society, human connection is the ultimate prize. When that priority gets flipped, it's a huge red flag. Okay, so let's bring this all back home. How can we actually apply this powerful idea to our own lives? How do we adopt that Edison mindset and keep our minds alive and fresh and always moving forward? The process itself is really simple, but it takes discipline. First, the moment a project is finished, and I mean anything from sending a big email to finishing a year-long initiative, you have to mentally declare it closed. You tell yourself, okay, that file is now shut. And then, immediately, you grab the next task. And that second step is absolutely critical. Here's why. If you don't give your mind a new assignment, it's just going to default to what it knows. It's like a computer with no new program to run. It'll just open up the last file and keep replaying that old data over and over. A mind without a new purpose will always get stuck on an old one. And hey, this isn't just about your to-do list at work. This is about keeping the muscles of your mind active and strong. Make it a point to learn something new every single day. Actively chase after new thoughts, new experiences, new ways of seeing the world. An unused mind doesn't just rest. It gets stale. It loses its spark. So let's put this into practice right now. This explainer, it's finished. We've reached the end. It's time to consciously close this chapter. The information's been delivered. So the most important question now isn't what you just learned. It's what's your next assignment? What are you going to do next?